3, 2, 1.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Whelan, the Director of First Tech Challenge in Illinois, and from everybody on the leadership team, happy holidays and good job on the season so far. I realize it's been a difficult year for everybody. Congratulations to the 80 teams that have competed in at least one event. This year, there's 2 more meets coming up, so you have plenty of opportunities to get your 10 matches in out of the 12 that still remain if you haven't already competed. A couple of other things that you should know about is we have a roving mentor who can zoom in to chat with you about strategy or CAD issues or design issues. The Innovation Challenge will be formally announced in January from Manchester. Dean's List deadline is January 19th, and order your game pins. So it's in the email, and hopefully you can see the game pins, but these are available and we will be mailing them out to teams. From everybody in the leadership team, happy holidays and be safe and have a joyous new year, and may COVID end soon. Thanks.
Hi teams, this is head referee Kat Swilota. I want to say a big congratulations to everyone who was able to compete in Meet 2. We love seeing your progress and all the videos you were able to send in, so thank you very much. That being said, we do have some reminders from the production crew. These are some things that maybe will make it easier for us to process and handle videos once you guys send them our way. If you're able to make any of these changes, we would greatly appreciate it. It helps with our processing of the videos, as well as stuff like resolution, which help everybody see a little bit more. So please take a look at those. From my perspective, I would love to see videos starting before randomization and showing as much of the field as possible, including the human player station, the drop zone, and the driver's hands. Those teams that were able to do a really high angle seem to achieve that the best, so 6 feet or higher for mounting the camera. And those who were able to get really high up on a wall and show us like a bird's eye view, those were also excellent. So those are some tips and things that make the video a little bit helpful, a little bit more helpful from our end. Additionally, I wanted to say good job to everyone on safety gear. There seemed to be a really good presence of safety glasses in proper places, masks, and shoes. So thanks to all the team members and adult field personnel that were appropriately garbed up for Meet 2. Additionally, on the remote field requirements, please make sure you've reviewed Appendix B and made any changes that are appropriate to your field based on that guidance. They are recommending kind of increasing the stability of the power shot structure by adding a weighted box, a chair, something like that. That'll help you from running afoul of GS13 possibly, which is accidentally scoring the power shot targets when you don't want them to, so it would be an illegal score. So please review that guidance. There's a link below. And then additionally, on a couple of the specific rules that we kind of saw several times, everyone needs a human player. Your human player should be standing in the human player station, and they should review GS4 and follow all those rules. In particular, GS4C, which is about not storing rings and returning them at a reasonably quick pace back to the field. So what that means is trying to maintain 0 rings in the human player station. Holding on to rings for strategic reasons or by accident can incur penalties per GS4C. What do those penalties look like? It's a minor per ring per 5 seconds. So I don't think that's helpful for anyone. So please make sure you're putting them back on the field. You do need to return rings to the field even if you're not going to play with them. This year they're kind of obstacles as well as the game element we're trying to score. So even if your team is not interested in scoring with them, they do need to get returned to the field. And field personnel, you can help provide a little bit of guidance here and remind the human player to get those rings back out on the field to avoid incurring penalties. But you should be watching out for this and giving penalties appropriately. Additionally, GS6, which is controlling too many rings or controlling too many wobble goals. We're seeing a number of instances that are maybe picking up an extra ring here and there, or moving 2 wobble goals at once. You guys should be penalizing appropriately per GS6, which is mostly a minor per extra item over the limit, but it could also include larger penalties if there's scoring going on while controlling too many of those items. So please be aware of that. Additionally, there's some instances that are falling under G9, which is inadvertent and inconsequential, but please be aware not everything should fall under G9. It needs to be both inadvertent and inconsequential. So carrying a ring for a period of time is not inconsequential. A stuck ring for a period of time is not inconsequential. Hitting a second wobble goal while carrying the first one and having it move halfway across the field is not inconsequential. So note those are all things you may not necessarily mean to do, but they do have a consequence. So please make sure you're applying G9 appropriately and not liberally. And then additionally, if you have any questions about this, feel free to ask. I know that we have trouble with this kind of year in and year out, so please ask questions if you do have questions, but please make sure you guys are penalizing yourselves appropriately and not abusing the G9 rule. So that being said, if you guys have any questions, if you want me to review your match, your setup for your field, if you want me to review a match in particular or a practice session you guys have, if you have an autonomous, anything like that, I will review your photos, videos, and other material. If you also just have a question about a game rule or where is the line, so for G9, what is inconsequential, what is consequential, I will try to provide you the best guidance possible. There is a link to the virtual question box below. I can provide you guidance that way. That's direct to your team. And then additionally, you can ask questions in the virtual drivers meeting. The next virtual drivers meeting is Thursday, January 14th at 8 p.m. More information about that can be found on the First Illinois Robotics website at the FTC team updates pages. There's a link for that below. And there's also information there about everything upcoming as far as future events, drivers meetings, some information about Dean's List, all of that good stuff can be found there. And the Meet 2 results can also be found online. That link is also below. So congratulations teams on Meet 2 and good luck with the meets to come. We'll see you next time.